Coach, tough one for you guys tonight. It seemed like the offense just really couldn't get clicking at any point. Was it just Arizona's defense or shots just not falling?
Hat tip to them. I thought they guard us really well. Their switching bothered us, their length. We start off, we were up 15-8, and we guarded well. But we hit a couple shots, or a couple tough ones. And when they kind of tightened up the D and we didn't see the ball go in the basket, I think we hung our heads a little bit, and that can happen. It took a little zip out of us.
One of the positives did do a fairly good job on Mannion, Najee, and Green. I think they were like 13 to 35 shooting. There was obviously an extra game plan, I'd assumed, kind of with how much they can do, but what was kind of the execution like on limiting their touches?
We did a great job. You pick your poison a little bit, and we're helping a little bit with our forward off Stone, and Stone's a guy I've known since he was junior in high school and knew he's a good player, and he got us on 2 out-of-bounds plays, and he hit 2 threes. He really took advantage of the situation. He got on the glass, so he did a good job. That was probably the one area we thought maybe we'd have some. I don't know. They have no weaknesses really. He's pretty good. So, but we did a good job on, especially first half. But Mannion was really shrewd and played like a true point guard today. Kind of took what the defense gave him. He didn't force the action much at all, and I thought it was really impressive that way. When he wasn't. Really second half he started. Beginning of the second half he kind of asserted himself.
You had Noah and Jeff in foul trouble both pretty early in the first half. How much does that impact things just kind of down the stretch?
Yeah, I think against their perimeter, probably Noah more than anybody. He'd been playing well, and I kind of want the first half kind of slipped away time-wise. There weren't a lot of whistles, and we're kind of hanging in there, and I thought, so we were missing Noah a little bit there, and I thought Vova played great in Jeff's absence. He did a good job and just was big around the rim. He got some rebounds. He had a couple putbacks or whatever he had, but that was encouraging for us because against teams like that, he's going to help us on the glass.
Can you talk about that stretch late in the first half where they went on a 14-0 run? I think you guys went 6.5 minutes almost without scoring.
I blanked it out. It was a blackout. It was hard. It was hard. It's one thing I didn't do a great job either managing that situation. I didn't think we got a little pressed a little bit, and we weren't took a couple quick shots, which led to transition, which is what they do. They capitalize on that. So, and more of the offensive rebounding. I thought that's really like our first shot defense is good, and you got to come up with that rebound, and we just didn't. So we got 8 days or something to get ready for our next game, and finally a little chance to improve, I think, and iron out some of the things we're not good at.
Did Isaac come out okay with the little injury?
I think so. I think so. I don't know. He tweaked it a little bit, but hopefully it's nothing major. He's he's playing a lot of major minutes, and he did a pretty good job defensively too. He had Baker, Hazard, Smith. They did a pretty good job on not giving too many threes up.
And Marvin seemed to have a lot of energy when
it was
he
great.
got out there.
That was great. He really's only practiced twice, but our staff. Training staff did a good job getting him strength and conditioning with Sam Gay and Zach. Got him whatever. He didn't. I was expecting to get really fatigued, and he stayed pretty good. And Isaac made a nice drop off, and it showed up when he missed the dunk. We needed that, man. We can't be missing dunks. We got to get layups.
And holding one of the top 10 offensive efficiency teams that I think was under 40% for most of the games. Are there any other pros you take away defensively?
Yeah, no, I thought the pros were that defensively as a team, you'll take that effort against them every time, period. I think that. So the negatives were we didn't put the ball in the basket, missed free throws. Like, Duran hit a 3 to cut it to 12, and we got I think we got an over-the-back call, and we missed front end. There was like 3 front-end 1-1s, and like we were in that situation against UCLA. It wasn't a total different, and you never know when your 94-foot foul can turn a game, can cut it to 10. I might be off on that, but whatever. We just kind of I think that's where hung our head, and they got a couple and they went 16, and that was probably insurmountable.
You felt like after Duran hit that 3-pointer with like 5-6 minutes left.
Yeah, I thought, hey, here we go. We got something. And I gave him a blow. We're going to come back to him, and they just got away from us, and couldn't get him back in there.
Kind of overarchingly about their post play, what's kind of most difficult to defend?
The second shot. Second shot. I mean, Najee's a very good player, and he's good. He just puts a lot of pressure on you. You're not giving up, trying to fight hard, not to give him deep catches, especially in transition. But then when when they put something up there, they're pretty tenacious about, fighting. I mean, Gettings got one where he just kind of ragdolled one of our guys, and the hook and hold is out. They don't call that anymore. That was a fleeting thing. So, but that's the game. They're physical. They're coming. We'll see more of that our next opponent.
Obviously, Volvo playing some more minutes tonight with 15 as compared to 10 earlier this week. Did you sense that height was going to be kind of a challenge going in, or did you kind of sense that throughout the game?
I mean, the height was going to be. Yeah, I mean, just it's not so much the height; it's the physicality. That's why Vova's here. He's 265. He's 7'1". I mean, when you got Ira Lee and Najee and those guys, they're going to be around the rim. You got it. You can't be undersized and expect to sustain them. I mean, even like their screens are setting. Those are hard to get over. It wears you down. I thought zone kind of helped us a little bit. You don't get as many screening situations, so maybe we could run out and get some easy baskets.
Earlier this week, you're mentioning Marvin's return tonight would have been probable, and he played a couple minutes tonight. Was that among the game plan going in, or did you kind of put him in there to kind of get a spark going?
You know what? It was more Noah had gotten fouled, picked up his third, and we needed some quick feet out there. And so we took I didn't know what to expect, and he gave us a nice little burst there, and we can use that moving forward. We need that quickness.
With the single steal on the night, do you think maybe you should have tested the passing lanes a little bit more, or kind of contested some more drivers, or how did?
Well, I didn't realize we only had one. You know what? We didn't really game plan anything differently defensively, and normally I think that's more. CJ's usually disruptor, and that's kind of I really think he was under the weather and wasn't his normal self. You could see it on him. He's fatiguing. And he never says that. He says, "Coach, I'm pretty gassed." And he's usually we put him on a guy where he can roam a little bit, and then he can pressure. Like, it was kind of key, and we've had some success against Oregon and some other people where him and Noah really are the ones that really kind of disrupt things, and I'm probably not having 100% CJ and Noah having foul trouble definitely hurt us in that capacity.
A couple more.
You have that long break this next week before UW. What's kind of the main thing you got to focus on for this next game?
I think get healthy. I think that has nothing to do with our opponent. Just get Tony, I think, will be closer. Marvin looks like that, so we'll need their athleticism and our depth. And get back to we got to get where we rebound with that depth will help too. We got to keep our guys fresh and on the perimeter, and we've been playing some long minutes guys at home and on the road stuff too. So we'll have to improve. They played well tonight, Arizona.
Expectations still to have Tony back Sunday?
I hope so. I'm not a doctor. I just stay at a Holiday Inn Express occasionally. Let's go.